Hello, my name is Barry Snyder, and welcome to Burlington Film Society Presents. I am here tonight to introduce March of the Wooden Soldiers. March of the Wooden Soldiers is a 1934 film version of Victor Herbert's popular 1903 musical stage production, Babes in Toyland. And it's produced by the great comedy producer Hal Roach of My Gang fame, and starring two of the biggest stars of the Hal Roach studio, which is Laurel and Hardy. This is a film that didn't make a whole lot of money for Hal Roach when it was first released under the original title of Babes in Toyland. It was re-released over the years under different titles, but it really took off when WPIX in New York City released the film in the 60s on television and became the holiday classic for everyone who saw it, as famous as the Macy Day Parade. This is a film that's really winningly odd, a very kind of strange combination of Mother Goose nursery rhymes, the great comic team of Laurel and Hardy, and also some darker fairy tale kind of elements with the villainous Silas Barnaby going after trying to marry Little Bo Peep, and the hairy and fanged boogeymen who live in crocodile-infested caverns outside of the walls of Toyland. The result is funny and scary and more than a little bit surreal. Among the surreal elements, there is a mouse character who is reminiscent of Mickey Mouse, intentionally so, but was brought to life by putting a capuchin monkey inside of a mouse suit and playing alongside of a cat that's a human in a cat outfit. So a very strange effect. One of the things that's interesting about that is this is the only version of a Mickey Mouse-like character that you're going to see, the only live version that you're going to be able to see. This was by permission from Walt Disney, gave permission to Hal Roach to have this character in the film. And it was in the days before Disney developed his ironclad rules around having Disney characters only in Disney films. So it's interesting in that regard. Another interesting connection with Disney is that there's some speculation that the Toyland that was created for this film, which was an incredible set that sprawled over 2 sound studios of the Roach Studios, may have been partially the inspiration for the Disney theme parks. Disney was already in the 1920s thinking about the theme park idea. And just perhaps when you look at the Toyland of this film, you may see some echoes of the Disney theme parks that would lie in the future. This is a film that resonates in certain ways with the zeitgeist of the 1930s. Some people have seen in the villainous landlord character Silas Barnaby and the plight of Mrs. Bo Peep getting evicted from the shoe that she lives in, themes related to the Great Depression and the rise of fascism in Europe. That's an interesting discussion that I hope we can have at some other time, but it's also true, to paraphrase Freud, sometimes a Laurel and Hardy comedy is just a Laurel and Hardy comedy. So I hope you enjoy March of the Wooden Soldiers.